haven't been to Whole Foods in a while, so I thought I would take you. I'm going to just go explore and see what sort of carnivore eats we can find. So it was pretty loud in the store, so I couldn't really talk to you in the store, but I did find some cool 100% grass-finished regenerative farming meats and blends of meats. I did not get the chicken because meh. I did get the burgers, and I will show you those. I'm going to cook them for lunch today. And then the Cliff Notes is all of the prepared stuff. You're still going to find canola oil, safflower oil, even in the rotisserie chicken. It doesn't list an oil, but they had to have used an oil along with salt and pepper to make those and to roast those. So I didn't grab one of those. I did grab a whole chicken, and I'm going to make that in my favorite air fryer later today, and I'll definitely record that, but come along for the rest of the shopping visit. So obviously, as carnivores, we pretty much skip the prepared section, definitely skip all the plants. I skipped the rotisserie chicken because I am assuming that they use some oils, but the price is actually pretty good. In these pre-prepared, I did find deviled eggs, but they're going to be using mayonnaise in that, so I decided to put that back. And then went over to salmon. This is the cleanest of the options of the ready-to-eat stuff. Quite expensive at $18, but it's 2 fillets. You can obviously hit up the meat counter at Whole Foods. It's always so good. This freezer section is all regenerative farming meats, and we are including, grass-fed and grass-finished meats. So what I did is I grabbed the Teton burgers, had those for lunch, and then up at the top I grabbed some of their breakfast sausage for the kids. I took a look at some more prepared over by the fish section, and this has a whole lot of ingredients. Went down the protein bar aisle. I used to eat these Epic bars. You definitely want to take a look. This one is the cleanest one. There's some celery salt and some seasonings, but they're really expensive. Then when you look at pork rinds, you want to make sure you look at the seasonings on the flavored ones. I just get the salt and pepper. Make sure that you don't include anything else like any gums. So it's just a reminder to check your labels and make sure you know that, like, pork rinds, especially if they're seasoned, they're going to have some extra guar gums or something in there to create the seasoning and keep the seasoning sticking onto the pork rinds. Prepared foods are always going to have some seed oils, but I'll be honest with you, if I was traveling and I was looking for a decent option and I wanted something portable, I might grab something with a seed oil here or there. I don't need my carnivore lifestyle to be 100% perfect, because let's not forget that I was eating candy all the time before carnivore. Even as a healthy dieter, I would eat a healthy diet and then I would have candy, So I'm not having cane sugar, and every once in a while I might opt for something that is prepared and helps me out in a busy lifestyle or when I'm traveling, and that is a-okay. But anyway, that was my visit to Whole Foods.